Hey guys, how's it going? And today I have another kind of interesting data pack. So let's take a look at this. We got 3 chests, alright? And I'm going to open the first one. And it has gold, gold, diamond. The second one, diamond sword, cool. Third one, and a diamond pick. I guess I got lucky. So you may think, oh, he just created a little loot table so that when he opened the chest it gave him random items in random locations. But that's actually not true. I actually made these loot tables myself, and if I drop if I drop another one of these sword chests, with pick chests, I'll get a different pickaxe in it. And there is also the lower tiers. It's just I'm getting really lucky right now, I think, or maybe I forgot to include them. Then there's also this. So if I do this one, there's the diamond swords. And did I include the low tiers? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. Yeah, so there's the lower tiers. But of course there's only there's a certain percentage chance for everything to happen, so you can get lucky. And I guess if you throw enough of them, you can kind of see you'll get some other things mixed in there. And it's all kind of even distribution, just randomized. Anyways, so now that we have a bunch of chests here, there's one other thing we can do with this. And then we'll get into how it works and how to use it. There's another thing you can do. If you do Datapack, Enable, File, CW, Easy Shops. So if you're using my Easy Shops plugin, this actually works really well together. As you can see, it says Easy Loot 1.0, Easy Shops 2.0. So let's say you have a shop, and I have another video on this that you can look up. But this creates villager shops. In the villager shops, Easy Shops 2.0, which has a little update to help you see what you need to put in, better GUI. I can go ahead and put one of these chests here, and then when I give myself a I'll just grab a bunch of them. When I click this sign, he will have it in his loot, and when I go in here, I can get the chest. Now let me go into survival mode. Oh my goodness. Alright, I kind of spoiled it, but anyways, so if I use the sugarcane here, it will give me the chest, and it instantly gave me a diamond and a gold ingot. So yeah, that's kind of the whole everything that you can do with it. There's a few more things, and we'll go over those details. I just wanted to give you a quick overview so you knew like what you were getting into. Anyways, so before you say that this you could just use loot tables, this is similar to the idea of Easy Shops in that you could just have a long command for a villager, and you could just make a loot table, but at the same time, making a long command for a villager, it's really hard to change what his trades are dynamically or quickly, and you have to save the command. And if you want to edit a loot table, it's kind of messy to try and mess with, and a lot of people accidentally get folders wrong and they get really upset. So this is just, and also you have to reload the world, you have to have permission to the world save files, so if you're doing it in the scope of a server, this is actually really useful. So anybody can just mess with loot tables, anybody that you want to. Of course you would want to restrict access. But anyway, so when you first create the loot table, I'll start from scratch. So you'll have to break, if you want to get rid of it all, you'll have to just break everything, just like I did there. I didn't want to have anything that fills air, just in case, so it doesn't actually break anything that you intended to use. So when I type, what I'll have to do first is you go into your data packs, you get the download from the description, you go into your world save, saves, then you go into the world save you want to put it in, then you go into data packs, and now that you have it in data packs, you drag the .zip into here and you unzip the .zip file, and then you go into CW Easy Loot, and it will be CW Easy Loot v 1.0 in your version. And then when you go in here, you can go inside the folder, make sure that it says data and pack first, and it doesn't it's not a folder in a folder. That's a common mistake. Anyways, so one of the things you can do with this, so you type reload in your game and it should load up the little message, Cloud with Mac Maker Toolbox, and it'll say which ones you have installed. So you can just click on this one and it comes up with the menu. And this one has a really small menu because it's really simple in terms of like commands. You just have these three options, video tutorial, will link to this very video, help, and create table home. So what you do is you create the table home, and this makes the initialization and the only location that you can have a table. If you try and make another, it'll delete the previous one, minus deleting the blocks. So you get a little example to begin with. You have 3 gold ingots, 1 diamond, and 1 barrier. So inside these loot tables, there's a few things to keep in mind, and we'll have to go over them. So let's get this chest and drop it. And what you see is you have a gold and a diamond. So what this means when you look in it is there's a 3 out of 5, because there's 5 total items, chance that you get gold. There's a 1 out of 5 chance that you get diamond, and a 1 out of 5 chance that you get a barrier. And it's just even distribution, normal, everything's fine. Now, if you wanted to make more, because this might not be useful, because that's what, let's say you want to make something super rare, you want to have an arrow that has a 1% chance. Well, there actually is a way to do that. These brown wools are for that. So anywhere you see a brown wool, you can add an additional chest and it will take it into account. Now, right now, it'll just be normal, as you might expect. I was really lucky. But what I can do is, and don't fill up each chest incrementally. But what you can do is you can go do, just like that. And what this means is there's 27 gold. 27 items. So then you just have to do the math yourself. 27 times 2 gets you to 54, and 27 times 3 gets you to 81, and 81 plus 9 is 90. Another 9 puts you at 99, and 1 puts you at 100. So if you use exactly this many things and you leave the rest blank, any item in here will have a 1%. So that diamond has a 1% chance because that's 1 out of 100 items. So now when I do this, I can make a chest and I probably won't get diamond. It will actually take me a really long time. So what I can do is I can get 64 of these. And if you go into adventure or survival, it automatically, any of the specific chests that are using my system will automatically pop into your inventory using custom names, using custom MBT, everything that you want. So I go into adventure. Let's see if I even, I go into survival mode. Did I get the right type? I think I just gave myself 64 chests. Yeah, those don't even have special data. Alright, so if I go into survival, it will pop 64, and I guess I got 1 diamond, 2 diamonds. That's actually really, 3 diamonds is actually really good because it's only a 1% chance, and I opened 64. Actually, no, that's not good because I opened 3 each one. So I did 64 times 3 openings, and I got only 3 diamonds. So that's an average of 1 per 64. So yeah, as you can see, the percent chances do stack with up to 4 chests. And you can do custom MBT. If you give yourself a custom named item, it will put the name in here. It won't say +1 Minecraft Gold Ingot. It will say +1 whatever you want to say. So now you have your high stick. And if I get rid of all these guys, and I get rid of all these guys, and I put a high stick in there, then you will get, oh, that was bad odds. Alright, I got a high stick inside there, and if I go into adventure, here it said high, so it will say the custom name of the item that you displayed, and that actually took quite a bit of grind work to get. So there is a few ways to make this work, and you'll see that this says click to expand. If I click it, it will create a new row. So you can have as many loot tables as you want. This just kind of goes on forever, as long as it's inside your loaded chunk. If you put it either in the spawn chunks, or you can do /force load to force load the current chunk you're in. And you can kind of use F3G to kind of see what's a chunk that you're in and what chunk would be force loaded. But that's just side stuff. Anyways, so these are IDs that are associated with the loot table, and this is kind of how you make it. So if you go into this, it will give you an example, or if you type reload, it will pop the menu up again, and you can go into help. And this tells you basically how to do it all. There's 2 versions. There's the give version, where you can just give yourself an item, and then there's the summon version, where if you wanted to use this using command blocks, this is a lot better, more modular way to do it. So I can go with this one. This is an example. So how you do it is you do give at p chest. So you give yourself a chest, and the chest has to have an ID of loot. just like that. And it has these brackets because it's an array, meaning I can put multiple things in here. So each element has to be, say, ID and then a number. So ID 0 means that it will grab one ID 0 loot table. And that is ID 0 is this guy. So if I drop that, it'll just give me 1. And it will put it in a random place. The next, so if I wanted to make it grab this ID of, let's do an arbitrary 3, then I just have to put the 3 here, and it will give me the chainmail. So that's how to change loot tables. The cool thing is you can mix and match. So I can combine ID 0 and ID 3, and it will give me 1 from 0 and 1 from 3. So you can mix and match loot tables in here pretty easily. And there's one final thing, one final complexity, and that is you can add the all:1 tag. And the all:1 tag will give you everything from the loot table. Now there is a caveat, it does not work for drop chests. So you can't use the all:1 tag for drop chests, but you can use it for adventure. And I didn't do it for drop chests only because there was some issues with when you put random items, them overlapping. So I just only made it work for adventure, which is that all:1 tag is mainly meant for it's not really a loot table at that point if you're doing that. It's not random chance, and it's just a way to simplify custom loot for villagers. So let's say you have a quest, and the quest you want to give them a chainmail and an iron sword at the same time. And this isn't really a loot table when you use the all:1, it's just going to give you everything. So this is kind of like a way to create some package control for what villagers drop for you. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. And then the last complexity is summoning an item. So if I give myself the chest, as you saw, I can just drop it and it will spawn the chest like so. And it works for all things. And the chest that it drops will actually be facing me, the direction that I drop it in. So if I drop it facing this way, the chest is facing me. If I drop it facing this way, the chest is facing me. If I drop it facing this way, the chest is facing me. Drop it facing... Yeah, you get the point. But if you spawn it, it's not necessarily going to, but you can use /summon on this because it is just an item. So if I go up here, I can click on this example. This is going to summon a chest with a loot of 0. And the information where it says tag is exactly the same. All this stuff here is exactly the same for it, but it doesn't work if it's inside me. Let me give myself a command block. So you'd probably have some like location where you want to do this, and it will work, and it will put the let's go ahead and, yeah, you get the point. So it'll do it. You click it, it summons the chest. It's summoning an item, so it's putting the item there. And then if you want to control, whoa, you have some ghost blocking going on. Don't spawn one inside the same one, or else you might get some ghost blocking. So if you wanted to control the direction it's facing, then just add a tag onto the item of rotation. So if you do rotation is 90F0F, so this first number in rotation dictates the way it's facing. So now it's facing to the right. And if I change it to -90, it will face to the left. So yeah, you can kind of control based on the way the item's facing, the way the chest will be facing. And that's just kind of an advanced thing that maybe somebody would want to do. But anyway, so that's pretty much it for this. If you guys thought it was cool, go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to see more of this, go ahead and subscribe. I'm definitely going to be uploading more soon. And anyways, as always, the download link is in the description, and feel free to use this on anything you want. It's mainly tools for you guys. Anyways, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.